Welcome to U8 Soul.
Is it a bright idea or a flash in the pan? Today on U8 Soul, take a creative expedition into uncharted brain terrain.
First of all, we've got to decide, why are we generating ideas? We've got to define a challenge statement. It's sort of like defining the question before you go looking for the answer. And a lot of people start generating ideas for something before they really have it figured out what it is they're trying to do ideas for. So the ideas tend to be scattered all over the place. You guys find that? Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the session, you've got a lot of ideas, but when you examine why you started out, you think, well, I don't actually have anything I can use for this. So the first step is to define a challenge statement. We're going to do that in a few minutes.
Why don't we use an example and dive into it?
Yeah.
Okay, an example of a challenge statement we're going to work on later is to find ways to structure a fundraising event that all 8 Lofters can participate in.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was Heather's idea earlier.
Heather's idea.
Cool.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, so the challenge statement I'm going to write over here, we talked about, how about just saying events, design,
Events to raise funds. I like that.
all 8 Lofters
Oh, that was going to be me.
can participate. Okay, before you, and at home, people at home, this is important to check your challenge statement to make sure there's no exclusionary language. In other words, have you applied pattern thinking or limited thinking to your own challenge statement? And is there anything in this challenge statement that you guys think might limit us when we generate ideas?
Perhaps saying all 8 Lofters, because say, for example, only 6 of you can participate, and if it's limited to only 8 people, then you may not be flexible with those ideas. Is that limiting?
Okay, that's good. Most we'll put there. What about this word events? When you think of events, do you think of something specific?
Well, I think of
gotta be
a
big.
grand production, and it may not necessarily have to be like that for this activity.
Activities is a good one. Yeah.
Okay, because if events suggest a predetermined result, then that doesn't give us a lot of room for generating new ideas, does it? So we could say activities, and I'm going to ask you to go, no, that's good, that's good. So we're going to design activities, and I'm going to use the word new or original, because we had talked earlier and we said, well, there's the old car wash, there's the old, what are some typical things?
Lemonade stand.
Lemonade.
Bake sale.
Bake sale. Now, would you say those are new ideas?
No.
Okay, so we don't want to respond to our creative challenge with practical, obvious solutions, because we don't need to get all worked up into a creative mindset if we're just going to rip off a list of stuff that's already been done. So the purpose of a challenge statement is to make sure that we're going in a completely new direction.